बराह रास्त आपको लिए चलेंगे दफ्तर जुमा दफ्तर खारजा शफकत अली खान हफ्तावार न्यूज़ ब्रीफिंग दे रहे हैं।
Justify aggression and glorify conflict for domestic consumption. The world knows that India attacked Pakistan without any verifiable evidence or a credible investigation into the Pahalgam attack. During the intervening night of 6th and 7th May 2025, India's targeting of the alleged terrorist infrastructure resulted actually in the martyrdom of innocent men, women and children. India failed to achieve any of its strategic objectives. On the other hand, Pakistan's resounding success in neutralizing Indian fighter jets and military targets is an indisputable fact. Instead of misleading their compatriots, the Indian leaders would be well advised to acknowledge the losses incurred by their armed forces and accept the active role played by the third parties in realizing the ceasefire. India did not avail itself of the immediate offer made by the Prime Minister of Pakistan for a transparent and independent probe into the Pahalgam attack. Instead, it chose the path of belligerence and aggression. It acted as a judge, jury and executioner at the same time. Against this backdrop, any claims regarding the so-called Operation Mahadev do not hold any significance for us. The account given by the Indian Home Minister is replete with fabrications, leading to serious questions about its credibility. Is it a mere coincidence that the alleged perpetrators of the Pahalgam attack were killed at the start of the Lok Sabha debate? We also reiterate our unequivocal rejection of the ceaseless Indian statements on establishing a new normal in bilateral relations. As we have already shown through our resolute actions in May 2025, we shall forcefully counter any future aggression. For us, the only normal in bilateral relations is respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity and adherence to the principles and purposes of the UN Charter. The Indian narrative of an alleged nuclear blackmail by Pakistan is a misleading and self-serving construct and an attempt to veil its own escalatory impulses while shifting blame onto Pakistan. It is well known that Pakistan deterred India through its conventional capabilities, affirming that discipline and restraint remain its guiding principles. We also wish to register our disapproval of an Indian leader's misplaced assertion regarding the Indus Water Treaty. India's decision to hold the treaty in abeyance shows its blatant disregard for the sanctity of international treaties and strikes at a fundamental pillar of regional cooperation. Instead of taking pride in a unilateral and illegal move, Pakistan must immediately fulfill its treaty obligations. India's continued reliance on disinformation, jingoism, and chest-thumping risks destabilizing South Asia. However, as a responsible country, Pakistan remains committed to peace, regional stability, and a meaningful dialogue for resolution of all outstanding issues, including the core dispute of Jammu and Kashmir. The Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister, Senator Mohammad Abbtakk, was on an official visit to the United States from 20th to 28th July 2025 to attend high-level signature events of Pakistan's UN Security Council presidency in New York, as well as for certain engagements in Washington. On 24th July 2025, the Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister, chaired a high-level briefing of the UN Security Council, focusing on enhancing cooperation between the UN and the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. In his capacity as the President of UNSC, the DPM-FM delivered Pakistan's statement at the Council's briefing. In his national statement, the DPM-FM described the OIC, the second largest intergovernmental organization after the UN, as a bridge connecting the global with the regional efforts and aligning political with humanitarian priorities. He said, the OIC's legitimacy derives not only from its vast and diverse membership, but from the principal clarity of its mandate to uphold justice, protect human dignity, respect national sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity of all member states, and advance solidarity among nations. The DPM-FM appreciated the OIC's role in championing the right of the Palestinian people to freedom and statehood, in advocating for the rights of the people of Jammu and Kashmir to self-determination, and to the prolonged illegal occupation by India, and in supporting peace efforts across Libya, Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, and Sahel and beyond. The UN Security Council also adopted a presidential statement during the same session under Pakistan's presidency. The DPM-FM thanked all UNSC members for their constructive engagement in agreeing on a presidential statement that will go a long way towards further strengthening the partnership and cooperation between the UN and the OIC. On 25th July 2025, DPM-FM traveled to Washington, D.C., where he met the U.S. Secretary of State, Marco Rubio. During the meeting, both sides reaffirmed the commitment to long-term Pakistan-U.S. partnership with renewed focus on economic, trade, investment, information technology, artificial intelligence, and counter-terrorism cooperation. They further exchanged views on key regional and global developments. Both sides reiterated the importance of close coordination at multilateral fora, including in the UN Security Council. Pakistan appreciated the United States' constructive role in facilitating the recent Pakistan-India ceasefire. At the invitation of the Foreign Minister of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the Foreign Minister of France, the Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister, Senator Mohammad Ishaq Dar represented Pakistan at the opening segment of the UN High-Level International Conference on the peaceful settlement of the question of Palestine and the implementation of the two-state solution, co-hosted by Saudi Arabia and France on 28 July 2025. The DPM-FM met the Prime Minister of Palestine, Dr. Mohammad Mustafa, Foreign Minister of Egypt, Advisor for Foreign Affairs of People's Republic of Bangladesh, Foreign Minister of Kuwait, and the Foreign Minister of Norway on the sidelines of the International Conference on the Two-State Solution. The Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister also held a productive meeting with the American Pakistan Public Affairs Committee in New York on 22nd July 2025. He appreciated Abbtakk's sustained efforts in diaspora empowerment, policy advocacy, and community leadership. Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister engaged with Pakistani American community in New York on 27 July 2025. On 27 July 2025, the Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister spoke with Foreign Minister of Iran to discuss the grave humanitarian situation. The Deputy Prime Minister expressed the hope of achieving meaningful outcomes from the high-level international conference on Palestine and implementation of two-state solution, which was held in New York. They also exchanged views about an exchange of high-level visit to Pakistan in the near future. Subsequently, the Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister also spoke with the Foreign Minister of Turkey on 28 July 2025. The two leaders strongly condemned Israel's ongoing atrocities in Gaza and expressed grave concern over the deepening humanitarian catastrophe, including starvation, forced displacement, and loss of innocent lives. Expressing unwavering support for the Palestinian people and their just cause, they hoped for meaningful outcomes from the International Conference on the implementation of the two-state solution, which was held in New York. The Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister spoke to U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio on telephone on 28 July 2025. Following up on their earlier productive meeting in Washington, they discussed key bilateral matters, including tariffs as well as regional and global issues of mutual interest. Pakistan welcomes the successful conclusion of the special meeting hosted by Malaysia on Cambodia-Thailand situation. We appreciate the spirit of dialogue and express hope for a peaceful resolution through diplomacy and regional cooperation. The inaugural session of Pakistan-Turkey Joint Standing Committee on Security, Defense and Intelligence was held on 24 July 2025 in Islamabad. The Turkish delegation was led by Director General for South Asia, Ambassador Jihad Ergene, and Pakistan side was led by Additional Secretary of Afghanistan and West Asia, Ambassador Sayyid Ali Asad Gilani. Chinese Special Envoy on Afghan Affairs, Ambassador Yu Xiaoyong, called on Foreign Secretary Ambassador Amna Baloch on 26 July 2025 in Islamabad. The two sides exchanged views on regional cooperation and security challenges They reaffirmed their commitment to work together to achieve the common goal of regional peace and development. Additional Foreign Secretary Hamid Asghar Khan represented Pakistan at the OIC Contact Group on Somalia, which was hosted by the State of Qatar in Doha on 28 July 2025. The Additional Foreign Secretary called on the Foreign Minister of Somalia on the sidelines of the conference and discussed enhanced training in different fields, naval capacity building, direct shipping between Karachi and Mogadishu, defense collaboration, medical visas and provision of pharmaceuticals and healthcare products. In a major milestone for space exploration and technological progress, Pakistan successfully launched its remote sensing satellite from Xichang Satellite Launching Center in China. The satellite will provide high-resolution, round-the-clock imaging, significantly strengthening Pakistan's capabilities in urban planning, infrastructure development, disaster management and mitigation, agricultural monitoring, food security, environmental protection, deforestation tracking, climate change analysis and water resource management. President of the Islamic Republic of Iran, His Excellency Dr. Masood Pezeshkian will pay a state visit to Pakistan 2nd-3rd August 2025 at the invitation of the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Dr. Pezeshkian will be accompanied by a high-level delegation including the Foreign Minister of Iran, senior ministers and other high-ranking officials. During his stay, President Pezeshkian will meet with the President of Pakistan and hold delegation-level talks with the Prime Minister of Pakistan. This marks Dr. Pezeshkian's official visit to Pakistan, first official visit to Pakistan as President of Iran. It may be recalled that the Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif last visited Iran on 26 May 2025. The visit is expected to further strengthen the brotherly relations between Pakistan and Iran. I thank you, sir. Isal Zafar sir, let's start from here.
खान की मीडिया ब्रीफिंग आप
में तर्जुमान दफ्तर खारजा शफकत अली खान हफ्तावार न्यूज़ ब्रीफिंग दे रहे थे। उन्होंने कहा कि अफवाज पाकिस्तान ने भारतीय जारहियत का मुअस्सर जवाब दिया। भारत ऑपरेशन महादेव के नाम पर मासूम लोगों को निशाना बना रहा है। तर्जुमान दफ्तर खारजा ने मजीद कहा कि अफवाज पाकिस्तान ने भारतीय जारहियत का मुअस्सर तरीके से जवाब दिया। तर्जुमान दफ्तर खारजा शफकत अली खान हफ्तावार न्यूज़ ब्रीफिंग दे रहे थे। इस मौके पर उनका कहना था कि भारत ऑपरेशन महादेव के नाम पर मासूम लोगों को निशाना बना रहा है। मज़ीद उन्होंने कहा कि अफवाज पाकिस्तान ने भारतीय जारहियत का मुअस्सर जवाब दिया।